Hello guys, welcome to another episode. We're going to be talking about Arsenal versus Real Madrid, the Champions League quarterfinals. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this game. This is going to be a crucial match for both teams. Yeah, so the question is, can Arsenal knock out the great Real Madrid? Yeah, that's the big question. Well, we know what Arsenal can do. We know they are capable. Yeah, I think they've done it in the past. And we also know Real Madrid, a lot of people say this is their competition. They might not be that good when it comes to current form, but we know what they can do in the Champions League. They are full of surprises. They never give up. They always believe they can always pull through whatever the situation is. So this is two different teams. One believes in ball possession. They can keep the ball. They can knock the ball around. That's Arsenal. But Real Madrid don't have time for knocking the ball around. They just, they pounce on your mistakes. And they have the individual players that can do that. So that's the different thing. It's like teamwork versus individual ability, basically. So, yeah, this is going to be a very tough match. It's going to be for me, I would say for Arsenal to go through in this tie, this first leg is very crucial to them. They have to get a good result in this tie going back to Real Madrid or going back to Santiago Bernabeu. You have to get a good result at your home. At least get 2-0. At least 2-0. If you win 2-1 or you play draw 2-2, trust me, you're out. Trust me. I'm not going to say more than that. You're out. You have to get a good result versus Real Madrid for you to be able to go back to Santiago and defend the scoreline. You need a very good result. We know what happened in the past with the English team that came. Chelsea came, the same thing. Man City came twice, still the case. So you need a good result in this leg. So you also have to take your chances. Arsenal has to take their chances. Whenever chance you see, just take it. You don't want to miss too much goals because Real Madrid would definitely pounce on your mistake. And one goal for Real Madrid might be enough for them going through to the semi-finals. It might just be true. So we know both teams are not in good form right now. So, but this is Champions League game. It's always different motivation, different spirit. So let's see how the match will go. So right now, let's check the stats with these two teams and also the lineup. So first, we would like to see the injury list because we have some important players on the injury list. The big one for Arsenal is Gabriel. Yeah, I believe this has been their best defender so far this season, but now he's out of the season. What a big loss for Arsenal. So Calafiori is another big name, but I think they can do without Calafiori. But Gabriel is something they can do without, so they have to find somebody else to replace him. Kai Havertz is, the top attacker for us now. It would have been good to have Kai Havertz at least, in this game. But right now they have no attacker in this game. So, yeah, let's see how it goes. So for Real Madrid, they have Daniel Ceballos. I think he's back training. We don't know how long he will be back on the field. He might play the second leg. Chaunemi was suspended in the last game. Yeah, he got a yellow card, which was that kicks him out of the tie. Ferland Mendy is also injured. Militao, those are Cavaya. These are long-term injury players. So when we look at the team form, we can see both teams only won 2 of their last 5 games, which is not a good result for both teams. So we know these teams to win most of their matches, but right now they are not in good form. So Real Madrid lost their last match. Arsenal drew their last match. So it's like both teams coming to prove themselves in the Champions League. So it's going to be very exciting for me. It's going to be an exciting match. So let's check the lineup. Yeah, we'll definitely see some changes due to injuries. So, but Real Madrid have the regular big 4 up front. So that's one positive thing about Real Madrid. They have their full attackers up there. So Rodrigo, Bellingham, Mbappe, Vinicius. So they are all ready to go. But the midfield, Camavinga and Modric, I believe Arsenal should be able to pound on this midfield. They should be able to dominate the midfield with Rice, Partey, Odegaard. These are maestro in terms of midfield. They know how to keep the ball. They know how to pass the ball around. They know how to keep the possession for as long as they can. So Arsenal should be able to use this opportunity, keep the midfield. And another key thing is Arteta should watch how Rossi, Sociedad and Valencia played against Real Madrid. That is the key to defeating Real Madrid. That is the key. I won't say playing that way will always defeat Real Madrid, but for you to have a good result against them, you have to first of all control the game, have most of the ball for you to stand a chance against Real Madrid. So Valencia and Rossi that did the same, and it worked out good for them. I believe Arteta should watch that game and learn from it. Don't just try to run across Real Madrid defender or trying to counter them or come all out. Nah, they would punish you because they have these 4 players up front. When you talk about speed, counter attack, individual ability, they are there. So you don't want to do that. You want to take your time, keep the ball as much as you can, and take your chances. Don't miss much chances. Take your chances. I know Arsenal don't have the number 9 right now, but I believe they can still do it with their fans behind them. All you need is at least 2 goals or more, because you never know. Real Madrid, even with 2 goals, they can. Yeah, whenever they're playing at the Santiago, there's no limit to what they can do, basically. So yeah, so this is the lineup. For us now, the only concern is the replacement for Gabriel. That's the only concern in this lineup. Would he be able to contain Mbappe, Vinicius, and Rodrigo? That's what we'll have to wait to see. We have to wait and see what Kio and Saliba combination would be. Would they be able to contain these attackers? That's a major problem. And for this match, I believe midfield would win this match. That's for Arsenal. If Arsenal wants to win this match, the midfield has to be very strong. They have to win most of the balls. They have to control the game. So, yeah. So let's see how the match goes. Let's see how it goes. I believe Arsenal has all the players to be able to contain Real Madrid, and Real Madrid is Champions League. So I have nothing else to say about them. So yeah, so I believe this match will be a very serious match. It will be tough. So yeah, the head-to-head, I think they only met once lately. Yeah, so I think they met sometime in 2006. Yeah, with the Thierry Henry's goal. Yeah, but yeah, that's not here for now. So Saka back for us now. It's also a big boost. With Saka back for us now, it's also a big boost. At least both flank can function right now. Martinelli and Saka, they can both put pressure on Real Madrid. So let's see how the match goes. It's a game of the mind, game of a lot of tactical approach from both coaches. So let's see how it goes.